everyone? Welcome to the channel. We are the Lion Gaming crew, and in this Diablo 3 video, we're going to be showing you guys how to duplicate any item in Diablo 3. Some of these methods that we're going to show in these videos may only work on certain consoles, but we'll let you know when we dive deeper into these methods here in this video. I do want to note that because I'm recording this video on Share Factory on the PS5 and not through the capture card, I cannot actually show these methods, but we will give you a detailed description on how they work, as well as a written guide will be down in the comment section down below, or sorry, in the description of this video down below. As well as if you have any questions or you need further assistance, go ahead and hit that link in the description, sign up for Discord if you're not already a member, and we'd be happy to walk you through the steps if you need any further assistance. So the first method we're going to show, this will only work on PlayStation consoles, and this is the save scrub method. Now this will work very good if you want to, let's say, take all of your normal heroes and turn them into hardcore heroes, or you want to share all of your items. So let's say you have a bunch of items and you want to share it with a friend, like your materials, your gold. This will work for every item that you have currently on all of your heroes in the inventory, as well as all your items in your stash. To get this to work, the prerequisites for this method on PlayStation consoles is just going to be have a USB thumb drive. We recommend using a USB 3.0 or higher, just because it'll have faster read and write speeds, and you want to make sure, especially if you're on PlayStation 4, that you have a USB thumb drive that'll fit in the two front-facing USB ports. Now if you get a thicker USB thumb drive, some of them can be quite thick, it will not fit in those front-facing USB ports because it has to have a specific clearance. So we recommend, don't spend a lot of money, just get a small storage, maybe like a 32 gigabyte or even a 16 gigabyte. One will do just fine to start with, to make sure that it'll fit on your console. If you're on PS5, you don't have to worry about it because there is no clearance level there. You're good to go. So that's just mainly for PlayStation 4 users. Make sure you get a cheaper one to start with. Recommend the Walmart brand ones. I know those won't work on PlayStation 4. I know that for a fact because I have a PlayStation 4. I have quite a few of them actually. They will work on the PS5 though. So just make sure, we would recommend the ones that we use for our saves and stuff like that are either going to be the Memorex brand or the SanDisk brand. Both those are very good, and they'll work just fine on both consoles. So to get this to work, before duping any items, you're going to want to make a copy of your save. So if you're on PlayStation 4, we're going to do that first, and we'll explain PlayStation 5. So PlayStation 4, you're going to go to Settings, you're going to go to Application Save Data Management, Save Data in System Storage, and you're going to select Diablo 3. You're going to press Copy to USB Storage Device. Now, to check to make sure it worked, you're going to press the circle button to go back to the settings where it'll have save data in console storage and save data on USB thumb drive or USB storage device. You're going to press save data in USB storage device. You're going to see that freshly copied Diablo 3 game save. You're going to want to highlight that, and you're going to want to check the date and time. So let's say for the sake of this video that it was like 8:55 p.m. or a.m. or whatever. It'll have the date, the time, and if it says that time from when you copied the save to your USB thumb drive, you know it worked and you're good to go. Then you can jump back into Diablo 3. You can start dropping items. So you can do this with the second account. So if you want to share it with a friend, you can have your friend join your game. You can drop the items anywhere. It doesn't have to be over here. It can be anywhere because you already made a copy of your save. So you're going to have, like, let's say, for the sake of this video over here, well, let's say you have like 350 items in your stash. Your stash is completely full, but you want to have more items. So you can go ahead and drop all those items. And, if you have a PC, this is going to be even better because you can plug that USB storage device into your PC. You can make a folder on your PC desktop. You can, label it whatever you want, Diablo items, whatever, just giving out a few pointers there. Just label it, and then you can copy that to that folder, and then you'll always have a backup just in case, you want to get more items. You want to have a couple of different saves. Let's say you want to make a seasonal save and then have a normal save or a hardcore save. That's kind of what this save is going to, this method is going to be used for mainly. We also use this method a lot for giving our team members gear for, this is the method I use because it's the easiest for me. It doesn't take a lot of time, especially if you're on PlayStation 5, having those fast read-write speeds really come into play here. So yeah, you just want to start dropping all of the items in your inventory. After you make that copy to USB and you have that backup of your save, you can go ahead and clear out your entire inventory. You can clear out your whole stash, all the items, and you can transfer it over to your friend or to your second account, or to wherever you were transferring the items for. That is the first method that's only going to work on PlayStation. That's called save scrubbing. The next method we're going to talk about, this is called the drop dupe method. Now to get this one to work, this is going to work on PlayStation, Xbox, and Nintendo Switch. The prerequisites for this method are just going to be have a second controller and a second account. So if you're on PlayStation, if you're on Xbox, if you're on Switch, just have a second controller, a second account. It doesn't have to be online. You don't have to pay for any subscriptions. It can be a completely brand new offline account, and it's going to work. So you're going to want to go ahead and transfer all of the items onto that second account that you want to duplicate. So for this video, we have a couple of weapons here, a couple of unmodded weapons, a couple of, just random items that we're going to use for this video. I can't show you exactly how to do it, but we're going to kind of walk you through it. So before you start dropping items, you want to come over on that second account to your banner, and you're going to want to go ahead and quickly just change it. You'll notice the autosave is just popped up there in the top right corner of the screen, and that's how you're going to know that the game has triggered an autosave, and that's how you know you're going to go ahead and be cleared to drop these items. So you're going to want to open up your inventory, select all of the items that you want to drop. So in this case, they're all weapons, but this will work for 60 items at a time. This cannot work for cosmetics because they cannot be dropped, but this can work for materials. This can be worked for gold. This can work for any item besides cosmetics. So we're going to go ahead and start dropping all of these items here. And then at this point, if you're on PlayStation, you're going to want to press the PS button. If you're on PlayStation 5, you want to press it one time to go up into the menu, and you're going to press log out of account. If you're on Xbox, you want to press the home button, log out of the account. You do not want to press the back button. You don't want to do anything. You just want to log out of the account. I can't show you because as soon as I do press that button, it's going to cut this video. I've tried it multiple times. I'm sorry. But you're just going to want to log out of the account, and then it will basically drop all of the items on the screen for your main account, and it'll look exactly like that, except your second account isn't going to be there anymore. But you can go ahead and log back in. If you're on PlayStation, just press the PS button. If you're on Xbox, just press that home button, log back into your account, and you're going to notice all of the items are still there, but it has to be in this area over here. This is very important. You can't do this anywhere else. It has to be in this little corner over here. It'll work from right here to about right here. So in this general area, I like to just do it in the farthest corner I can get before running into that invisible wall. And that's very important. This is because this is what we call a dead zone, where it won't trigger any autosaves as long as you're in the zone. So yeah, after you drop all of the items, you want to confirm this. This is going to take a little bit of practice. There's quite a learning curve for this one, but once you learn it, it's the most efficient way to drop multiple items relatively quickly. So yeah, just go ahead, pick back up all the items for this video. So yep, picking everything back up. And yeah, that's going to be the drop do method. Like I said, prerequisites for this, just having a second controller. And yeah, that's all you need to do. Have a second controller. You can even be like for a friend, you know what I mean? As long as you're communicating with each other and you get the steps down, you're going to be good to go. We're going to leave a detailed description in the description down there for this method as well, because I can't really show it in this video. I'm sorry, couldn't get the capture card to work. The third method we're going to talk about is going to be the mailbox dupe method. Now this is going to be especially effective for mailing cosmetics and duping cosmetic items to a second account or whatever. So we're going to go over here to the mailbox. You can do this with only one controller. You don't have to have any prerequisites for this. You just have to have an account. It does have to be, it doesn't have to be online. It can be offline as well. So no subscription required, no prerequisites for this. Just have to have Diablo 3. You're going to open up the mailbox. You're going to select the account that you want to mail the items to, and you're going to want to start filling the mailbox up with items. After you do that, you're going to press the triangle button if you're on PlayStation. If you're on Xbox, you're going to press the Y button, and you're going to press confirm send, and it'll say how many items you have. This is really going to be more effective if you're mailing like about 60 items at a time. This is how we mail out the cosmetics, by the way. This is a pretty good method for cosmetics. I would stick to the drop dupe if you're doing gold, if you're doing materials, if you're doing PTR bags or regular items. I would just stick to the drop dupe method. This is really only going to be efficient for mailing cosmetics. So after you go ahead and mail all of the items, you're going to get a prompt that says all items successfully sent to whatever account you sent it to. This is when you're again going to want to press the PS button if you're on PlayStation and log out of your account. If you're on Xbox, do the same thing. Press the home button and log out of your account. Do not press accept, because as soon as you press that accept button, it is going to trigger an autosave. But if you log out before pressing that accept button, it's not going to trigger an autosave. And since you already saved your game before coming over to the mailbox, the game is going to think that you still have those items in your inventory. It's not going to recognize that you mailed out these items. And this is going to work because this is how we share all of the items on the Discord to about 2,900 people. So yeah, this is a very good method for doing cosmetics. Like I said, if you're doing anything else, stick to the drop dupe method. But if you want to try doing the mailbox dupe method, make sure you practice with a second account or with a friend that you trust is going to mail those items back to you. The only caveat to this is a lot of people, if you have a lot of friends that are mailing you items, like those little gifts that drop in game, it's going to be quite hard to get all to the mail. So like let's say here we have a bunch of gifts. Yeah, this is completely filled, so we're not going to be able to even get those items. So that's the only caveat to the mailbox dupe method. But if you clear out your mailbox quite frequently, this is going to be especially effective. So I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you found it at all insightful or helpful, definitely let me know by dropping a like. I'm sorry I couldn't show you the detailed here in the video, the detailed method, but like I said, we're going to leave a detailed description, written description down in that description down below, as well as the link for the Discord. So if you need any further assistance, you have any questions about any of these methods, go ahead and message us on Discord. We'd be happy to help each and every single one of you guys. Really thank you all for watching. If you made it all the way till the end, you're an absolute legend, and I really appreciate your support. I really hope to catch you all in a future video coming out soon. Stay safe, stay happy, and last but not least, stay gaming. Lion Gaming Crew, signing out.